Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, buenos días, fanáticos del tenis. Es un emocionante partido de tenis entre dos jugadores. Rafael NADAL.
Muy bien, muy bien.
Yeah.
Muy bien,
That's my Spanish. I'm giving a little bit of a taster. We got two Spaniards on court in Madrid. It's going to be an exciting one. John Silk is joining me today. How are you, John?
Very well, very well. Muy bien, muy bien. Hello to everybody. Great to be here. It's been a great day already with some great matches that have already taken place.
Mate, yes, it's been a cracking day of tennis so far in Madrid. We had the man himself, the lion. It was Aslan Karatsev. He came back from a set and a breakdown earlier to take out Diego Schwartzman, the French Open semi-finalist. Can anybody stop this guy? We will find out. But we're not here to talk about him today. We're here to talk about the match of the ages. It is Carlos Alcaraz. He is 18 years old today. And what better birthday present than playing what's probably his idol, Rafael NADAL, the king of clay. You're in Spain. Who are the crowd going to cheer for here today?
I agree with what JG said in last night's podcast, that I do think that they will ultimately favour Rafa. But I think that this is a kind of a, well, I don't know about changing of the guard. I think Alcaraz would have to win to say that. But By the way, what were you doing on your 18th birthday, Ben?
Oh, mate, I was just probably just getting my first taste of alcohol. Surely I didn't have any before then, obviously. Legal taste of alcohol, let's say. The first time I was go into a bar and just flash that ID and just say, come on, give me my pint. It's my birthday today. There you go. So maybe Alcaraz will be having some champagne later if he gets a win here today. Who knows?
Yeah.
What do you think?
What a way to celebrate your 18th birthday. Guys in the chat, by the way, welcome and nice to have you on board. People, tell us what you were doing on your 18th birthday, if you can remember, which I can barely remember because I was having plenty of alcohol, probably from this moment onwards. But playing Rafa Nadal, what a way to celebrate.
Indeed, mate, indeed. And we've got a few people in the chat. Well, so you were in the chat there saying that you were just in makeup 25 minutes ago, which is interesting.
Yeah.
No, looking great, mate. Looking great. Don't worry. It's worked. It's worked wonders. Taking years off.
That's what I was hoping for.
We've got some Vamos Rafa. We've got Rafael NADAL, all the Spaniard signs, flags. LS5 saying, come on, start it up. Vamos Carlos, Wild Live jumping in. More Rafa love here. Be interesting to see how many people are going to be cheering for the youngster today. And Jordan jumping in. Hello, Dossers. It's good to see you, John Silk. I thought it was calling you a dosser then.
I'm fine. I've been called far worse, so I'm fine with being called that. I'd love to play in one of these tournaments, go out in the first round and get Dosser of the Week. That would be the highlight of my career.
That's it, mate. Well, let's hope neither player today manages to get into that Dosser of the Week category for the end of this week. We want to see the Alcaraz that played so well in the last round. He came up against a predominantly hard court player that is Adrian Manarino. But this is a top player on tour, and he bageled him. He bageled Adrian Manarino. Is this not embarrassing for Manarino, do you think?
I think it is a little bit. Has Manarino had a tough few weeks? Was he tired? Is he carrying an injury? Because that was a bit. I mean, was or just Alcaraz was just amazing, perhaps.
Nah, it's tough. It's a tough few weeks for him because he doesn't like clay, and he's played 3 clay court tournaments in a row and lost in the first round of every one of them. So that's why it's tough for him. I think Alcaraz was right to be favourite in that match. And I think it's the stars aligning. I think even if he'd have faced someone tougher, This was always going to happen. His 18th birthday, he was destined. It was fate. He had to be playing Rafael Nadal. What other player? You couldn't pick a better matchup, could you? To be playing on clay in your home country against your home countryman, the king of clay. It's just madness, mate.
They have had a few times as well practicing together. I think the relationship is okay. Rafa's there doing his traditional waving to the crowd, which, of course, he wasn't really able to do for the last 12 months because we had no crowd. But no, it should be a tasty encounter. Do you think Alcaraz can pick up a set today?
Oh, mate, it's going to be a very tall order. I think we're going to have to see the double faulting Rafael Nadal today if that's going to happen, unfortunately. I don't think it's going to be the Rafa that played Tsitsipas in that final well, he doesn't have a chance if he plays that one. That's my personal opinion.
I'm just going to quickly talk about the tournament as a whole on the men's side, at least anyway. I have to say, Berrettini, I think probably for me has been the standout performer or performance. I mean, Fognini, won Monte Carlo a couple of years ago and to just basically wipe the floor with him. I think, I mean, I'm looking a bit far ahead now and we have to see how Tsitsipas is. I think Tsitsipas is going to run out of steam quite soon. I mean, you could say even run out of steam in the final against Nadal, but I think that would be harsh. I just think that winning these titles, getting to finals non-stop throughout the clay court season, probably more than any of the other seasons, because it's, in a way, it's a bit longer or a bit more put together in a way. So I just think that Tsitsipas might run out of steam if he meets an informed Berrettini in the semi-finals.
Quite possible, mate. He just won his first tournament in 2 years, obviously beating Karatsev in that final in Belgrade. But I don't think we can talk about that any longer. They're just about to start the match, and Rafael Nadal is going to serve first against Carlos Alcaraz. I'm not sure if I've been as excited for a match since Karatsev Djokovic.
or even Karatsev Schwartzman a couple of hours ago.
Well, there, mate. I was blown away by that performance. Here we go. Rafa serving first from the top. So let's get another look at that. I think that there was a quote from Melez as well, and he's there in the chat. He said if Rafa Nadal double faults to give a break of serve away, there'll be $5 coming in from him for every one of those. So let's see if he keeps to his word.
Yeah, I think Alcaraz will want a few of those as well. So we're looking at first serve still here for Rafa.
Yeah, it's in. Good return. Down the center of the court, both of them playing. Rafa, that big whip in forehand. Cross court. Alcaraz into the net. Not the start we wanted for his first point against Rafa. But maybe he's got to shake out a few of the nerves. How nervous do you think he's going to be today? Must be just...
I think he's going to be a bit nervous, yeah. And I think understandably so, in front of a few thousand people, in front of a few thousand of his countrymen against Rafa Nadal. And that first shot there did suggest a few nerves. But I'm sure he'll shake them off eventually. I mean, if he wants to reach the top in tennis, you can't be constantly nervous.
No, definitely not, mate. Whoa, look at this good return. He steps in, he finishes it off, and Alcaraz is on the board with his first point. The crowd go wild. Love to
Wild
see
21, that. Wild 21, arguably. So we'll have a quick look there at Carlos Moya in the stadium. Yeah, I think that's nice. I think, to be honest with you, I think if he was a little nervous on the first point with the unforced error into the net, that should give him some confidence.
Definitely, mate. Definitely a very, very good coach to be having on your side. Former world #1, Carlos Moya. Carlos training a Carlos. He's into the net. Rafa passes him. What a shot from Rafa. This match has come to life already in the first game.
Yeah, and Rafa's family there in the crowd will be pleased with that. Yeah, Alcaraz, so 30-15 down, but there's no shame in that. But that was a hell of a passing backhand shot. And I think if Rafa's pulling those off in the first game, I think Alcaraz better watch out.
Definitely better. But I think it's all down to Nadal's serve today. Can he get this serve in? And there you go. As I say it, the first serve goes into the net. Are we going to see shaky serve in Nadal once more this tournament? Or are we going to see the real Nadal come back again?
Yeah, it's been the topic of discussion for a while.
It's
now.
A double fault, just as I'm saying it. And there you go, the first one of the match. And we're 30 all here. Carlos Alcaraz. Could there be a break point opportunity here, John?
Yeah, so it's been the topic of discussion of a few weeks now, and rightly so. Nadal's serve since the clay court season began has been the question of a lot of discussion. What's going on? And he's certainly not losing that reputation, shall we say, with that first game and that first double point in the first game of the match. This is a big point.
Massive. Another net cord hit. He's hit the net cord on multiple occasions already in this matchup.
Yeah, famously, of course, in the middle of a match point against Tsitsipas a few weeks ago that he got away with, and he's got away with it again there.
Indeed, here we go. Serving. Taking a little dodgy bounce there.
Yeah.
It's good serve down the tee. Good return from Alcaraz. Oh, Rafa scampering. We've got break point in the first game of the match. Alcaraz. This is what we're talking about. Come on, the birthday boy. Feliz cumpleaños.
Yes,
Carlos Alcaraz.
So he's now brought up a break point, but again, I think that's as much down to Nadal's serve as it is Alcaraz's excellent return that put Nadal in a lot of trouble. But that was a cautious, it was a cautious serve, I think, there from Nadal. He was just keen to get it in, despite it still being his first serve. So break point.
Alcaraz has a very, very strong backhand cross court, so you want to keep an eye on that. He's looping it up for Rafa at the moment. And there's that backhand cross court. Rafa on backpedaling. Alcaraz cross court. Rafa out wide. He hits his own forehand. It's down the line. It's into the center of the court. Alcaraz. Oh, it's into the net. And we're back at deuce.
Alcaraz had a few chances there, especially with the court wide. He managed to push Nadal wide out. He had the court open for him to put a winner away, arguably, but in the end he hit it down the center of the court. Obviously he wasn't intending to do so, but he got it down the center of the court, which gave Nadal a chance to get back into the point before an unforced error there from Alcaraz.
Indeed, and we've got Liam Holdaway saying fraudal. Oh no. Saying JG saying I'm sick of these double faults. What's going on? Jonathan saying Alcaraz the GOAT. Well, you never know. Oh, good return. He steps in. Oh, Rafa, a bit of a miss hit there. It landed just inside the service line, caught Alcaraz out, and it's advantage Nadal.
Yeah. Anybody in the chat have their birthday today? I don't know if that's likely or not. But, yes, if you do, if you are in the chat and you do have your birthday today, please let us know, and we'll certainly try and get you up on the screen. You share a birthday with Mr. Alcaraz, or Senor Alcaraz, I should say.
Indeed. Let us know your predictions for this match. I want to hear what your predictions are of score. And Rafa holds, finally, after saving break point. I mean, I'm sure everybody's predictions pre-match were probably going to be Rafa in straight sets, probably a 6-1, 6-2, or 6, something comfortable like that. There's something about today, mate, though. I don't know. There's something. These things come along for a reason sometimes in history for me. There's just, I just want to say, I want it to be one of those where were you moments. where were you when Alcaraz beat Rafa Nadal on his 18th birthday? That's what I want it to be today.
Yeah, I'll remind you of this comment in about an hour and a half when Nadal wins in straight sets.
It could well happen. Well, we got to see how well Alcaraz is serving first. Let's see if he's got.
Casillas, I think they're in the crowd. I think that's Iker Casillas, the goalkeeper of Porto and ex-Madrid.
Indeed, mate. Don't forget, obviously Carlos Moya, his coach, French Open champion in 1998. So no better person to have in your corner, really, than a fellow Carlos, fellow Spaniard, and Grand Slam clay court winner.
Yeah.
Here we go. Serving out wide. Rafa. Oh, no. What's happened there? It's off the frame. And our first of the match. Interesting one from Rafa there. Little lamb shank.
Yeah, he probably just wanted to get us all excited and give us a chance for the old shank button.
Well, yeah, maybe. Or maybe he just wants to give Alcaraz a lead in every game and then come back and just crush him. Rafa has that ability. Here we go. Second serve out into the Rafa forehand. Always hit the net cord. It's wide. 30 love.
Yeah.
Rafa hitting the net cord more than he would like today.
Yeah, so far that's certainly the case, and Alcaraz will be looking for a comfortable hold here, and so far it's looking that way. It's still early doors, but there's certain cobwebs regarding Nadal. Now, we've said so many times in recent months or even years, there's no reason why he can't have a few cobwebs in the early rounds and ultimately brush them off to win because he's that good. But Alcaraz will be encouraged by this start.
We go, Alcaraz down the tee. Rafa with the big forehand. Forehand from Alcaraz. Rafa pushes him cross court. Great cross court backhand. Win down the line from Rafa. Wow. Great
I guess
play.
there's no reason for that. Rafa doesn't need to do that. That's sort of when the crowd are against you. That's more of a Djokovic thing. But yeah, so that was an excellent shot there down the line there from Rafa on the forehand. You know, he has those for breakfast.
Yeah, literally. He didn't even have to hit it too close to the tram lines, just into the cork fairly comfortably, just enough whip on it. 30-15.
Yeah.
Oh, and is this I'm going to be keeping a close eye on both people's serves, I think, today, because you got to imagine the nerves trying to get out your first serve against Rafa. Great kick serve from Alcaraz on the second serve. Rafa now into the rally. Oh, and there you go. And we've got another shank the other way. It's one shank apiece right now here in Madrid. And 30-all, the same score that Rafa was facing on his serve. Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting start.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 30-all. We had obviously a break point for Alcaraz in the first game. Can Nadal bring up a break point here?
Ooh, first serve. Nervy stuff here. I want to say thank you, everybody, for joining myself, joining John for this matchup of epic proportions in Madrid. If you haven't liked the video yet, help out Game to Love, like the video and subscribe if you are new, because we're going to be bringing you more action the more this tournament goes on. Some big matches still to come.
Yep, and we're on 30-all here now in the middle of 30-40.
That forehand's letting him down today so far, Alcaraz. Is that going to be the difference here today? He's not getting under it enough, hitting it quite flat into the net.
To be honest with you, I mean, I haven't done a calculation, but of the dozen or so points we've had so far, there seems to have been a lot of unforced errors on both sides. So it might just be a case of the winner being the one who produces the least unforced errors today.
Yeah, indeed. That's what I thought a little bit earlier on when I was watching Karatsev. I thought it was just up to Karatsev whether he won or lost that match. He hit about 35 unforced errors in the first two sets, but somehow managed to win the second set. So
I mean, Alcaraz is probably a slight. Sorry, not Alcaraz. Schwartzman is a slightly more. Sorry, I need to get this right. Hang on a second. We're in the middle of a rally here at break point, so we'll come back to that in a second. On the backhand on both sides, and that's it.
Break. Yes, the break of serve, and here we are. It is to love Rafael Nadal, and don't forget though, it's not a break unless he consolidates. It's going to be a lot of pressure on him now to get to stop him holding here. So and what were you saying?
Again, it was an unforced error there. Yeah, no, I was in the middle of about 15 different things going on inside my head at the same time, including this very strong coffee. I've got Sevilla, by the way, on the mug. Nice. As a reference to the Spanish city. Yeah, no, I was just saying about the fact that Karatsev obviously had so many unforced errors, but he is the more aggressive player, and Schwartzman is a bit more cautious. But I heard some experts saying that the more aggressive player, because of the altitude, etc., might well be more successful here in Madrid. So I think that was an example there of Karatsev. Okay, more unforced errors, but ultimately his aggressive tennis paid off against Schwartzman in impressive style again.
Yeah. I mean, he looked out of sorts in the first set. He takes a while to get going, and Schwartzman's so solid all the way through the match. It's just a matter of whether and I said to JG earlier, the only way that he'll beat Schwartzman if he manages to hit the ball faster than Schwartzman can run. And it turned out he ended up doing that and hitting the lines, and Schwartzman looked like a broken man by the end.
So I've just seen in the chat, sorry to interrupt you there, Ben. I just saw in the chat someone wants to know who the winner of this will play in the next round. I think they'll play the winner of Sinner, exactly.
Sinner Popyrin.
Popin, okay. So Sinner's the favourite in that one. When are they on? Are they in court later today, aren't they?
Yeah, they're on court later today. Yeah, I believe they're on the other court though.
So it's a bit of a tricky run potentially to the final for Rafa. I mean, Alcaraz, Sinner potentially. I think Rublev or Team maybe in the semi. I forget who his potential quarterfinal could be.
That's right.
And then obviously the final. Yeah, so.
Mate, it is a very, very interesting draw. Obviously, we've got another interesting matchup later to see how Benoit Paire gets on again. This time he's playing Stefanos Tsitsipas, the in-form clay quarter. But Tsitsipas, is this going to be the real Benoit Paire? He just won a match beating the most in-form player, you could say, on tour this in 2021. Bastiashvili won 2 tournaments this year.
Listen, I know you said Tsitsipas, in-form Tsitsipas, having, won in Monte Carlo and got to the final in Barcelona, but I think Benoit Paire is the man in form, isn't he? He's on a run.
Yeah,
he's on a run. He's on a winning streak.
1 out of 1. Quite possible, mate, I think. Here we go, though. Rafa serving 15-all. 2-love. He's looking to consolidate that break. Alcaraz looking to prevent and looking to stop the rot. Great serve there from Rafa into the backhand side. Alcaraz hooks it. Rafa pushing him around the baseline. Great backhand from Alcaraz. Opens the court up. Oh, it's a bit of a miss hit there from Alcaraz, and Rafa finishing him off. No, he's chopped it back in. The next shot, Alcaraz gets to that. It's a great lob. It's over, Rafa. He gets it back in play. Can Alcaraz finish? The drop shot. He's in. Can he lob him again? Rafa smash. Oh, well played.
Wow. What a point. What a point. That lob from Alcaraz when he looked well out of the point there. Nadal thought about doing the backhand smash, but realized it was too high. And then back on kind of a normal rally, so to speak. There were so many times in that rally, I thought the point was going to be over. Most of the time, Rafa was in charge. But that lob, hell of a lob.
I'm not sure if the drop shot was the right choice there, because Rafa gave him a ball to hit at. And I think he got a little bit worried because his forehand's been letting him down, and he decided to go drop shot instead.
Maybe, but the 18-year-old is already... he looks knackered.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's wrong. He looks like he has some sort of He looks like he has some sort of physio, maybe. Hope not. Yeah, he looks like he's done something bad here. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but he looks like he's holding his stomach or his chest. And Rafa actually called the physio for him. So that's how nice a guy Rafael NADAL is. It's called.
Listen, I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but to suddenly call the physio in the middle of a game. He's gesticulating when he went, as Rafa did that smash to win the point, he did just stretch to try and get it. And I wonder if he's pulled a muscle.
It doesn't look good, does it? Because he was bent double as soon as he had done it. Let's have a look at see what they showed. Yeah, he really stretched for it, didn't he? And then as soon as he did it, he grabs his abdominals there. It looks like.
Yeah.
Looks like his
abdominal injuries in Australia.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? A ridiculous number of abdominal injuries. Sure. And this is not the way he hoped his birthday would go, I'm sure. Come on. He's giving some deep breaths at the moment, trying to sort of flex it. Where's the physio? It's like, no, he's been sat on the seat for about 2 minutes. All the crowd are leaving. Where are the crowd going? I've had enough.
Yeah. I think they see an opportunity to get to the bar quickly. So
maybe.
Yeah, this could be the end of the match. I mean, the physio's out finally. Had to put down his bottle of cerveza. So
let's not go. Let's not speak too soon. Let's have a quick word about some of the other matches that happened earlier on. Obviously, Dan Evans was in action just as this one was kicking off. Dan Evans went through in the third set against the mailman, John Millman. So well done to Dan Evans. Fantastic performance that continues his clay court form. And were you surprised about that result today? Or
no, if anything, I was probably surprised that maybe even Millman got a set. Maybe I'm a bit harsh on Millman, but the way their years have gone so far, Millman hasn't really been putting up any trees. And Evans has. I mean, he got to the semi-finals in Monte Carlo, beating Djokovic on the way. So Just quickly, just to give everyone a little update. So Alcaraz is currently lying on the floor receiving treatment.
Yeah.
I was surprised, but then having watched bits of the second set, once Evans broke in that second set and he let out a big roar, it was kind of like, for me, it was like, okay, I guess now the momentum is with Evans. And it looks like, although I missed the third set, looks like he carried that on through. So excellent win. He'll be looking for another good run like he had in Monte Carlo.
Well, it might be a bit tough. He's got up against Alex Zverev next in the next round. Very tough match. He obviously took out Kai Nishikori in style as well earlier. It wasn't even a close match, was it? Absolutely blew Nishikori out the water. And I was a bit sad for Nishikori, really. I thought we'd seen a little bit of a better showing from him, but it looks like Zverev's serve was popping, and not sure what more you can really say about that, really. I mean, when Zverev's in form, really hard player to play against.
I mean, I've had my eye on a few different matches today. What's going on now?
Hang on, I'm just while we're waiting there, I'm not sure if they're going to have to do any off-court stuff, just to give you guys an idea of what sort of happened. Here's a shot of the thing he was stretching for there when he pulled it. And this was just a second ago, just during the match. As you can see there, he was down, and that's where the injury is. So... But they are going to continue.
He's going to try and continue.
Yeah, he's going to try and play on. Fair play to him. I'm sure this will make him or the fans even more endeared to him. So let's see how he gets on. Rafa, will he take his foot off the gas and give this birthday boy a chance? We can only hope that he's not. It's not a serious injury, but he's still wincing on his face right now.
Yeah, so 30-15, but he's back out to play, so to speak.
Big serve, and it's not what you need when you're a breakdown against Rafael NADAL, having to have an injury to go with it. It's into the net there. Rafa now 40-15. See if there's any fight left in the youngster.
Still early doors. I mean, he looks all right there, but I mean, we'll probably have to look over the next sort of game or so to see if that flares up again. It did look problematic to me. I mean, if it was a pull, then I'd be surprised if he can complete the match. But let's see. I mean, I'm no doctor, as I'm sure maybe you can tell.
That's it,
anyway.
Mate. I know. I can announce in the other match, Yannick Sinner has broken already in the other match against Poprin in the first game. So that's his signal of intent.
Yeah. So yes, Sinner and Nadal are on course to meet as it stands.
That's it. He's pushing Alcaraz around the baseline, goes down the line. Alcaraz goes for the pass. Rafa, good volley in. And we have our first consolidation. And Gay Joe saying there won't be pity points.
I love the expression.
No pity points, please. Sell as far as well. Interesting to see what he says during this changeover. See if there's any more, if there's any negative body language or anything like that. Be interesting to see. He hasn't touched it or put his hand to his chest again since.
Yeah, none of these Djokovic antiques.
What? Just the elbow or the neck? The neck was a good one. I liked the neck one.
Yeah. I mean, whenever he gets injured, it's a constant thing now. So he's talking to someone behind him. He's talking to... Oh, he's just getting a towel. So actually, to be honest with you, if you didn't know he was injured, I don't think you would... or if you didn't know about the injury that took place, you probably wouldn't notice anything discernibly different right now. So let's see how it is on his serve, of course. That's probably the time. If there is an issue with the abdominal area, which is what he was holding, if that is an issue, we'll certainly see it during the next service game. Yeah,
indeed, mate. Indeed. So
I watched, just quickly, I know we touched on it briefly. I had my eyes on the Millman and Evans match, but actually I had more of my attention on Zverev against Nishikori, being based here in Germany. The primary feed I had was that one. So I think Zverev, I mean, you were right. Nishikori, obviously, he's in pretty good form. You know, took Rafa to 3 sets in Barcelona. And Zverev is the complete opposite of good form, having gone out in the first round in Munich. So that was a surprising, comfortable win for Zverev.
Yeah, I know. I was very, very surprised. I know that he has the ability to do it. I'm just shocked sometimes when he does it. He had 14 double faults in the match in the last tournament, and he went out in the first round. Yeah, exactly. To Ilya Vazka, obviously a guy who took a set off of Rafa in Barcelona. Alcaraz goes for a big forehand down the line. That's gone wide. Love 15. It's just going to run away from him pretty fast at this rate.
Could do, yeah. But for those of you that are supporting Alcaraz today, at the moment there are no clear signs of any pain, if you like, or any gesticulation from him. But he is love 15 down, already a breakdown in his first set.
Indeed. Here we go. Good return from Rafa. Deep, hits the baseline, down the line. Alcaraz. Oh, that's a poor backhand. It's gone miles long. Yeah, LS5 is going with 6-love, 6-love. I don't even think it'll make it to the second 6-love if it goes 6-love once. I think it'll probably be a retirement if he gets bageled.
Yeah,
I can't. Yeah, I can't see it.
What was the name of that 74-year-old who's also just been bageled recently?
Gail Falkenberg. Are we going to put her in the same bracket?
An 18-year-old and a 74-year-old in the same conversation.
Maybe they'll be in mixed doubles together. Alcaraz, Gail Falkenberg. There you go. It's wide from Alcaraz there, and it's all going wrong at the moment for him. Love 40, 3 break points. And we got Nastastic saying a learning experience for Alcaraz. Yeah, I mean, I bet he wishes he didn't get that early sort of muscle problem. I don't know. Hopefully it's not going to affect him too much for the rest of this match. Hopefully it sort of warms up a bit and he doesn't really notice it. But the longer this goes, the warmer Rafa gets. So it's a worrying prospect. Oh, and it's a good rally, this one, though. And Rafa's forced the break, and there you go. The Gale versus Alcaraz exhibition, says Liam. Yeah, wouldn't that be an exciting matchup? Yeah,
I love that joke you did yesterday about the Gale.
Oh no, JG.
That was JG, was it? Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure he'll make it through the set, says Wildlife. Yeah, well, it's one of these things. It's sad to see. I just wanted to see the best Alcaraz.
Wildlife also, they're saying that the forehand from Alcaraz is a mess today. Yeah, perhaps, but I mean, who knows whether that injury is playing any part.
Well, he looked okay in the forehand didn't look okay in the first game. He's hooked that forehand wide again. I don't know. I'm sort of running out of compliments to give the young guy. I mean, if he is injured, it's just a sad sight. Rafa, I bet he's feeling bad at the other end of the court, to be honest. I bet he doesn't really want to do this to Spain's next potential prospect. Probably doesn't. He would probably.
Both players seem like they're kind of going through the motions at the moment, in a way.
I mean, there was part of me. I'm sure that there's part of him that would want to see Alcaraz give him a good game and him just take him out and comfortably, maybe drop a couple of games here and there, but have a few good rallies at least.
Yeah, right.
And it's a poor return there, and it's long, and it's 30-love, and this is becoming well, a bit sad. Well, Melvin saying, did I miss the Karatsev watch-along? Aslan powering through. No, there was no watch-along for it, unfortunately, mate. It was too early. I was working earlier. So this was sort of a lunch break one. So
we're just seeing a stat pop up on the screen there. It tells you the story. Rafa's won 14 of the last 15 points.
Yeah, and there's another one, and it looks like we're going to be having a game to love coming right up. I think there was a game to love in the last game potentially, but I might have missed it.
We forgot to press the button.
No, mate, I might have missed it. Just getting too caught up with the match as it is. Yeah, it was a game to love in the last one. Well, won't miss it twice.
Alcaraz will go and get a point here. So he's won 15 out of the last 16 now, Rafa.
Here we go. He's got a second serve to look at here. And there's a deathly silence in the crowd. They all turned up for something that could have been a bit of history. Sure, they're just probably going to go away a bit sad. Oh, Rafa gives them something to cheer there. Winner down the line. The game to love. Yeah, I mean, and that was, I believe, consolidation as well. Yep. So, game to love and consolidation from an amazing forehand winner down the line. Rafa just turned it on for fun there for me. Just
yeah, I mean, that was, I think, even a fully fit or whatever condition Alcaraz is in, he's not going to get to that one. One of the classic forehands from Rafa down the line. He actually celebrates it, though, as though he's just won a really big game in a final. Anyway, he's 5-love up now, and you know, hopefully for Alcaraz, he can get a game on the board in the next game.
Bet he was probably hoping for more than a game, really, when this match was just kicking off.
If we think back to the moment when he did, you know, get injured, so to speak, I mean, I think that was at 2-love, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was in the middle of an unbelievable rally that we were sort of discussing whether Alcaraz tactically did it right, but whatever, he did some excellent shots in that. And at that stage, even though Rafa was already a break up, if we also think about the fact that Rafa faced in the first game faced break points too, he was certainly, you know, in a good position. Now, whether that injury has played its part at all, I don't know. I don't even know if it just maybe disrupted him at all. Maybe it just made him feel a bit more cautious. But I don't think it did him any help, that's for sure. Hopefully, serving here, he can get himself on the board.
Can he, though? Can he do it? All we're doing, we just want him to be able to get a game on the board right now. I was hoping it wouldn't be as sad an affair as this, just cheering for him to win a game. But unfortunately, it is.
Alcaraz to serve. And, as I say, he's not showing any clear signs of the injury, but let's see how this goes. Gets the first serve into the let cord. Yeah.
Let first service. Quadro saying, what a tough situation for Alcaraz to be. Couldn't be a worse situation, really. 5-love down against Rafael NADAL. Well, there you go. 15-love, though. That's a better situation to be in.
Do we have an Alcaraz button, by the way? I don't think we do.
I tried to just throw something together quickly before this started. Yeah, it's only a quick one. It's not some of my best work, I have to say. But
well, arguably that mirrors Alcaraz's first set.
Chris Smears in. He said Alcaraz just wants to get this set over and reset for the next set. Do it as Maria, birthday boy. Maybe if they play like his favorite song or something in the changeover, it might inspire him.
Yeah, I just hope we get to hear this Alcaraz song today. It's like this Alcaraz clip at some point. Anyway, in the midst of a rally here, so he's moving okay. He's gone long, Rafa. Yeah.
I reckon he's going to be some charity here. I don't want to be mean, but I think that there's going to be some sort. I think he probably feels terrible. I think he thinks he can probably pick him off the court whenever he wants now. I think that if he wants to give him a birthday game, then he might just give him a birthday game. I don't think he has any fear really of Alcaraz right now, and I think that he can probably turn it on whenever he wants.
Yeah, but if he's going to give him a birthday game, then he's certainly wrapping up with a nice little bow there with that unforced error that went long on the previous point.
He doesn't want a birthday bagel. Birthday baguette. Oh, double fault there from Alcaraz. He's going to try and give himself a birthday bagel at this rate. Doesn't want that.
Yes. Any ideas in the chat on how Alcaraz, if he is to lose today, for example, in straight sets, tell us how you think he should celebrate or at least enjoy his birthday this evening. I think I know what I would be doing, whatever happens, and that's probably why I'm not a professional tennis player.
Yeah, exactly. Same here. Alariza saying, come on, Alcaraz, just one game. He's got second serve, though. Liam Holdaway reckons 5-7 incoming.
Yeah, that would be a hell of a time.
If that happens, then Rafa is going to have some horrendous injury of his own, I think. I think it's going to be it's long from Rafa. He's giving him, it's 40-15. Is Alcaraz going to arrive on the scene at 40-15? A pint of tequila, says Almino. Why not?
Yeah.
And then Liam saying a salt beef bagel and crying himself to sleep. Unfortunately.
Any Spanish people in the chat? Give us your thoughts.
It's a big serve, and Rafa's dished that. That's a dodgy return for me, but it is a hold. Well done, Alcaraz. He's on the ball. As I said,
goodness me, he looks very young in one or two of those. I mean, I know he's only 18, but I think one of those pictures he looks a couple of years even younger. But no, nice job there. That's not bad for a rush job, Ben.
I think his I think the first picture was probably his 10th birthday that was taken on. Unfortunately, yeah, because he's not been on the tour that long. There's not that many pictures to go and find. You always end up finding like ones from these, like the next big thing, and it's just like him training on some, like I don't know, junior matches somewhere. So
yeah. Rafa now serving for the set.
There you go, and all charities disappeared, and a big first serve.
Yeah, so yes, at least he's on the board anyway, so he can't be double bageled either way. I also think he'll probably finish the match now. There's no obvious signs of that injury, even if it is subtly playing its part. As I mentioned earlier, there were some players that will probably make a bigger issue of it, but Alcaraz certainly isn't doing so today.
Is there anything we can sort of take away from Rafa's game today so far? We've seen not much, really.
No. I don't want to compare Alcaraz to Dimitrov in the way that he's performed. I just remember that Dimitrov match a couple of weeks ago in Monte Carlo, where there was nothing to take for Rafa from that match. I think he won 6-1, 6-1. Yeah, and I think in a way it's difficult to say where Nadal is at. I mean, we know where he was at in Barcelona. We know it's his preferred surface. He looks like he's now going to win this first set, but I don't think we can really gauge too much about Rafa in Madrid. Don't forget, of course, this is, despite it being his surface, his record on this surface in Madrid, which went from the hard court to clay in, I think, 2009 or 2010. But it's not been a Rafa domination like it has been in Barcelona or Roland Garros or even Monte Carlo. So he's a bit sketchier at this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, do you think he's just giving him the game so that he doesn't quit and just stays in it for the full match? Maybe Rafa wants to stay out there a bit longer and just warm himself up. He's been preparing himself for this match. He probably would quite like a couple of sets just so he's warmed up for Sinner, potentially.
Yeah, I like your thinking there as he goes. Has he gone? No, he's got that point there, 40 love. Yeah, I like your thinking there. So 3 set points now for Rafa. Yeah, I like your thinking there that he's given that game away so he keeps Alcaraz going because he needs the match practice ahead of playing Sinner and tougher assignments to come. Anyway, he's brought up 3 set points.
Indeed, 3 and a potential game to love again. Could be a third one for him in this first set. Serve into the net. And Rafa looked annoyed at himself with that one. It wasn't a particularly good one. Just a bit of a shake of the head afterwards. Yeah, it's still needs to improve, but no better day to practice your serving, probably. And there you go, into the net. And Rafael NADAL, game to love. Easy. 6-1. The baguette has been served to Carlos Alcaraz on his birthday. His 18th birthday baguette there. He gets, what would he like in the baguette? That is the question. I think
in Spain will be some ham, no?
Yeah, exactly. And like Chris Mears saying, like the button below to make Alcaraz tie the sets. Yeah, if you are watching and you haven't hit the like button yet on the video, guys, we do really appreciate every like we get, and it helps boost us up the YouTube rankings. So, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. So we're going to be bringing you many other matches in the Madrid Masters. There's only big matches to come, really, at this far inwards. So we've obviously got Sinner playing at the moment, Tsitsipas playing later, Medvedev went through, Zverev is through. So all the big guns. Dan Evans, he's still in there looking for a chance.
The big guns, Dan Evans.
Dan Evans, mate. He's Masters clay court specialist these days after his Monte Carlo antics against Djokovic. So, yeah, subscribe, join us for all of them.
It's a competitive field. Sorry, Ben. Yeah, it's a competitive
All right.
field out there. Definitely. I mean, with the exception of Djokovic, all the big hitters are there, and you know, Nadal would be the slight favourite, I guess, in his home country on his preferred surface, but. You know, Tsitsipas could easily win this tournament. Team looked very good on his comeback yesterday. I think Team will get better as the tournament goes on, obviously having been away from the circuit for a few months. Great to see him back. Berrettini's in top form.
Yeah, he's a good one to watch.
Yeah, Rublev is your sort of serial quarterfinalist, semi-finalist, but can't quite get over this hurdle, if you like. So there's this, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if any of those guys won, and there may even be somebody like who knows, a Sinner or someone in the final. I don't think Sinner can probably win the tournament. Yeah, Team, absolutely, Team could win this. Team on clay until a year ago, Team, or for the last 3 years, Team has been the second best player on this surface, and is getting closer to, or was getting closer to Rafa in terms of he made the final in 2018 and Roland Garros, lost in straight sets, took a set off him in the 2019 final, and I think he just ran out of steam in 2020, lost to Schwartzman, I think, in an unbelievable 5-set match, but he ran out of steam in terms of the fact that he got to the final in New York, and I think that was the reason for his slightly limp display in last year's Roland Garros.
Indeed. Yeah, Dominic Thiem, it's going to be exciting to see if he can get back to the the back end of the tournaments.
I think he can. I think he can.
He'll be playing Alex de Minaur next, who's been looking quite good. But the winner of Alex de Minaur, Dominic Thiem, will be playing the winner of Andre Rublev and potentially Batista Agut, John Isner. So,
yeah. I mean, Batista Agut, you'd think is the favourite there, and that would be an excellent quarterfinal with him and Rublev. I mean, if they serve up half as good a match as they did in Monte Carlo. Yeah. I'm just going to get a cerveza.
Do it, man. Here we go. Whoa, the big shank this time. What that was, one of the worst shanks I've seen in quite some time. It went about a mile in the air. Someone in the crowd must have got hit by that one. I don't think it's even come down yet. It goes. Second serve. Rafa returns with so much topspin. He opens the court up. Now they're going forehand to backhand. Cross court now. Backhand to Rafa's forehand. Backhand to Rafa's forehand. Backhand. Winner from Carlos Alcaraz. And there's that backhand. That's what we want to see.
Yes, that was an excellent point there from what I caught of it. Nice backhand there.
He's playing into his hands a little bit here, if I'm honest. He's hitting it to his backhand. That's his best shot, really, Carlos Alcaraz, especially today. And he hit back to it about 3 times in a row, and they got finished on the last one. I think Rafa will know if he wants to just force an error, he'll just force it onto the forehand.
Moonball there from Rafa, first of the day.
Long from Alcaraz there. So this is what I mean.
I don't mind the odd. Sorry, Ben. I don't mind the odd moonball from Rafa, and that's fine. And I think he uses it to good effect. And depending on his opponent, he uses it a bit more often. It is something that I keep an eye on, though, because I suspect when his confidence is a little low, he tends to err a bit more towards the moonball. But that's certainly brought him up the point there, and it's on 30-all now on Alcaraz's serve.
Indeed. Here we go. Alcaraz serving. His first serve's going miles long each time at the moment. He's going for so much power. I think he needs to take a bit off of it.
Yeah.
And there you go. Double fault. And that's not what we want to see.
30-40 now, break point Nadal. And that's a pity. Well, obviously, been a pretty good position there in that game that it looked like Alcaraz was going to get on the board there, but he's now break point down.
Indeed. Oh, so early on as well. Not what we want to see. Want to see some competitive tennis. First serves into the net again.
Nadal winning both of his break points so far today.
And Domenico saying Rafa gave 1 game because it's Alcaraz's birthday. And it flies long. And there you go, the break. Wow, there you go, the break, and quite seemingly maybe the match, you could say. It's going to be an even harder task to come back into this matchup now. And wearing the pink, he doesn't even stop at the changeover. He just walks straight to the other end. Just thinks, what am I going to do now?
Yeah, he's gesticulating there. I don't know whether he's upset at something. I mean, it's just difficult to know how. What is for me quite clear is that in the first 3 games before the injury, Alcaraz's performance was better than it is now. Now, is that because the injury? Is that because the injury is playing a part? Is it because it disrupted his rhythm? Is it because Rafa has stepped up his game slightly? I'm not sure, and may never know, or he may touch on it in his press conference afterwards. But it's certainly noticeable that his performance, his level has gone down slightly since that moment, for whatever reason.
Yeah, indeed. Just a shout out to Carl saying, great work, lads. Cheers for that, buddy. Glad to have you on board. Good serve there from Rafa. Good return from Alcaraz. Goes backhand cross court. It's long. Oh, Kinsey-Zillo. Yeah, long again. Too many long balls here from Alcaraz. Missing the baseline. It's worrying.
Yes, exactly. Too many unforced errors there as Rafa looks to consolidate 15 love up. Over to his families. That is Uncle Tony there. Of course, Uncle Tony's trips to these Masters and 500s, etc., is now back on the agenda because he's coaching Felix. But of course, he's very quick to leave Felix's side because Felix keeps going out early doors.
Yeah, that was he went out to Casper Ruud, another clay court specialist. Alcaraz into the net there, going for power instead of just creating an angle. I think he needs to think up some new tactics right now. I don't think just trying to hit power at Rafa is even working. He can't even get it over the net. Or if he does, it goes long.
Yeah, I'd say just too many unforced errors one way or another. But the problem is if you take 5 or 10% off those shots, then Rafa will have you for breakfast.
Yeah, exactly. I think Alcaraz is a really good drop shot that he needs to utilize maybe a little bit. Maybe it's not the right day for it. Rafa looks on it. I don't think he's that tired either. He'll probably get to every single drop shot you throw, but you got to throw something different at him. Oh, Rafa gives him a 3-point there. Just smacks it in the net himself.
Yeah, so I think it's impossible to see where, if Rafa's performance is amazing today or not. As I say, it reminds me of 1 or 2 of the early rounds in Monte Carlo where it's difficult to see where Rafa was at. And then we saw where he was at when he came up against Rublev. I do think he's improved since then, as he often does throughout the clay court season. We don't really see Rafa clear up anymore during the clay court season like he did 5 or 10 years ago, where he just win every clay court tournament going. So he does tend to sort of warm up as the season progresses, and he's definitely in a better position now than he was in Monte Carlo, as he hits an ace there to bring up 40-15.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Rafa would have looked at this match as one that was probably going to trouble him that much, I have to say.
No, but I think it's been even easier than he probably would have imagined. Now, whether that's because of that incident in the first set, I don't know.
I think you've always got to take into account sort of the wow factor when you go on to play Rafa for the first time in a competitive match, especially in Spain. It's just a massive occasion. You saw what happened to Rublev at the ATP finals, coming up against Rafa. He just sort of deer in the headlights. And that's someone of Rublev's standard. Rafa pushing him around, and there you go. Yeah, and he consolidates the break.
Another Real Madrid legend there in the stadium, or ex-Real Madrid legend, I should say, or ex-player Raul is also in attendance. Along with Casillas there. So all the former Madrid players seem to be on board today. Yeah, of course, Madrid are in action tonight against Chelsea in the Champions League.
Ooh, how'd you see that one going?
I think Chelsea will go through.
Wow. The English team's dominating Europe like once more.
Yeah.
It's happening. Well, Sinner in the other match, 5-3 up against Poprin. Poprin apparently giving a good account of himself there, though. Sinner, no easy task.
The women's tournament's been an excellent tournament as well. I think with some great matches. I mean, that I really enjoyed it was straight sets for Barty in the end, but I really enjoyed that match against Swanchek the other day. Swanchek came out all guns blazing. I think she broke her early. It was a really competitive match, and I'm really looking forward to the latter stages of this tournament, but especially Roland Garros. There's so many potential winners on the women's side, I think. And yet, I don't know if Naomi Osaka is one of those potential winners. I don't think she is really in Roland Garros.
What do you reckon of Mukova? She's got set point at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I think she would be, for example, ahead of Naomi Osaka in the pecking order in terms of potential winners at Roland Garros. But I guess Ash Barty is the favorite, given the fact, obviously, she missed out last year. It was interesting to see how she would get on against Swanchek. And I actually thought Swanchek would beat her, but I was very impressed with Ash Barty the day. And I see her as the favorite for Roland Garros. But there's plenty of contenders, and I think Mukov is one of them.
Yeah, indeed. I totally agree. Nice to hear the crowd really getting behind Alcaraz there before he served. They're obviously feeling a bit bad for this young kid out there, and really giving him a big round of applause, trying to G him up. He's obviously getting battered out there at the moment. It's just a sorry sight just to see a bright young prospect who knows if he'd have even done any better. We don't know. He might have done better. He might have just been overawed by the occasion. But at the moment, he's not playing his best tennis. Rafa's winning at a canter, and it's love 40.
Second serve.
Looking for another game to love. Rafa's just giving him a point there. I don't know about that. That's a bit... didn't look like a standard return from Rafa there. He just sort of shanked it on his own accord.
Yeah, I think he's just taken a few more risks in a way just to see if he can really wheel out an unbelievable shot. I think Alcaraz is also probably suffering a little bit from comparisons with his compatriot to some extent, in that obviously Nadal is 34 now, but we never really saw Nadal going through a learning phase, so to speak, or suffering defeats like this on clay. I mean, there we go. Nadal brings up 3-love.
And they go, and he breaks serve again. Wow. Break of serve once more. And 6-1, 3-love. 46 minutes on the clock. Could it be over before the hour is the question on everybody's minds. I think it's possible.
Yes, it very much could be. So, yeah, as we see some stats there from Alcaraz in terms of where he's hitting the ball generally. Unfortunately for him, it often tends to be out.
Well, no, this is where he's hitting the ball from, I believe. Like the height, height he's hitting the ball against Manarino was, well, considerably low. Obviously, the topspin Rafa kicks up off the ball.
That's a really interesting stat.
Yeah, so that's probably what's making his forehand less effective today as well. Probably not used to the kick and that much spin. I think they showed a stat earlier that said, I think it was how many RPMs or something, or rotations or per minute. I think it was 65 or something crazy like that. So much. I mean, I think there's only Casper Ruud on the tour who does it more than him.
Okay. I mean, actually, clay is the only surface I really play on at the moment, because in Germany, or at least in the city where I live, it does tend to be clay courts here. And I have to say, I hate it when that ball bounces up high. I'm not the tallest person. I'm about 5'9", I think, which in meters is 176 for those out there. So yeah, when that ball bounces up, and if you're a Diego Schwartzman, for example, or even a Rublev, perhaps, that is a bit trickier, and it makes a big difference. And I think sometimes we don't always realize it when we see an unforced error from an opponent in Nadal. We don't realize just how tricky those spins are. As we saw from that, that stat there, that his balls are bouncing much higher, for example, than Manarino's were the other day.
Indeed. I don't want to hear about his bouncing balls anymore, though. Let's get back to the match. Yeah, Rafa there. Love 15. Is this the way back? We saw Karatsev earlier. He was 6-2, 2-love down to Schwartzman, and he came back. Has Alcaraz got what it takes? It's going to take a monumental collapse from Rafael Nadal to lose this match.
Yeah, I mean, he's a double breakup as well, so it's a it's even bigger advantage, so to speak. And Karatsev, I think, has been showing, unbelievable bursts of form, I think, and maybe even a bit more than bursts. I mean, he's been pretty consistent too, to be fair. I don't see Alcaraz making a similar comeback, personally.
Sad. Well, there you go. Love 30, mate. And he speaks too soon, maybe, does
Ooh.
John Silk. I don't know. Probably not. If that's Rafa giving him points again. What do you reckon on Karatsev in the next round anyway? A winnable match again? He's got up against Bublik in the next round.
Winnable match, definitely. I mean, I'd make him slight favourite. I mean, I know Bublik is playing well, but no. I mean, Karatsev beat Djokovic recently in 3 sets, albeit perhaps Djokovic is yet to hit top form on this clay court season yet. But no, for me, Karatsev is the favourite despite Bublev's impressive form. And then who would be next on the agenda potentially for the winner of that match?
Well, Tsitsipas or Casper Ruud, I guess, would be the pairing that would meet in the next round, and then the winner of that. That's just assuming.
Can Casper Ruud knock Tsitsipas out?
Well, he's got to get past Nishioka first. I don't think that's an easy match either, but I think he'll probably beat Nishioka. Well, it's a good rally at the moment. Just I say that, it's long from Alcaraz. I think he does better when we don't talk about the match, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe we're putting too much pressure on the boy. I don't know. Listen, I think Tsitsipas has been amazing so far in the last 2 months or so since the clay court season began. But I just wonder if at some point these constant visits to finals are just going to catch up with him, and he's just going to exit either in Madrid or in Rome. One of these tournaments, I just see him having a slightly earlier exit than anticipated, and in a way that won't do him any harm going into Roland Garros. Because I think if he makes the final of every tournament going into Roland Garros, that might actually end up being a disadvantage.
Come on, John. This is my favourite. And the winner from Alcaraz. He's set up. Break point. Come on, the boy. Yeah.
First break point he's had since the opening game.
Wow. I mean, it's that backhand again, though. Rafa keeps playing it to his backhand, and he's got that cross-court backhand. It's his best shot. When we spoke to Jose Morgado on the podcast, that was the one he was raving about as well. The cross-court backhand. He can hit it short. But Karatsev's he's got a similar one, actually. He can really create great angles. Good serve out wide. It's too good. And the breakpoint disappears within 1 second. Sad.
It'd be interesting to see Nadal against Karatsev. I don't recall them coming up against each other, but maybe you can correct me on that. And I certainly don't recall them coming up against each other.
I don't think that's even possible until possibly the
No, I don't mean it. I don't mean it. I think they're in separate halves of the draw. No, I just mean just to see them come up against each other at some point in this purple patch that Karatsev is going through. And I think
maybe the French Open.
Yeah, right. I think he might give Nadal a few troubles. I mean, as you said, Nadal can struggle against people with a strong backhand, particularly those with the one-hander down the line like Thiem. Anyway, we're in the middle of a rally here.
Oh, it's a good one. One of the first long rallies we've seen in a while. Rafa going cross court. Forehand down the line. Winner! Alcaraz!
As I was telling you, the backhand down the line is the shot that can cause Nadal the most trouble. Albeit that Alcaraz is a double one down the line. And there we go. Brings up break point.
And apparently, Jordan's alluding to Sinner has served for the first set, but got broken. And it's 5-5. Poprin is back in that first set. So that's exciting as well, that match.
Very much so. And I think I know which one of those two Nadal would rather face in the next round. And it's not the Italian, that's for sure.
Well, not the Italian. Yeah, that's it for sure, mate. Here we go. Break point. Oh, second serve to look at here for Alcaraz. Is he going to get another game on the board?
Alcaraz now had the advantage in a second serve. I mean, he's not going to get many better opportunities to break Rafa today than this.
He needs to hit. If he wins this game, he needs to hit some real good form of hitting consistently in different, consecutive rallies.
Good return there.
Always looped it. Oh, it's in. It's in. Oh, it's down the line. Rafa's scrambled. He's got it back in. Alcaraz smashes it away. And it's another game on the board for the birthday boy. Dun, 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 dun. Well, there you go. Another game on the board. And LS Fire saying, that is why you don't give pity points. Alcaraz is feeling better. Need to run away with the match if you can. Well,
yep.
How do you know they won't? How do you know they want more pity points? You don't. How do you know it's not Rafa?
Some excellent shots though there from Alcaraz, I thought.
I think so too. I think it's promising signs. He has to consolidate though, otherwise this means nothing. Good serve. Rafa standing far back, loops it back in, and a terrible forehand there from Alcaraz. Had all the time in the world to hit that as well.
Yeah, Rafa obviously going with the looped return there, just to see how Alcaraz can deal with something a bit differently, and he didn't deal with it very well at all, hitting it into the net, bringing up love 15.
Yeah, love 15. It's not good when good return from Rafa. He's going cross court, and that Alcaraz backhand. He's challenging it. I don't know. It looked like it could have been close to me, that one.
Yeah, it looked close.
Nah, it was
here in Madrid. Yeah.
Yeah, it flew pretty quick.
Yeah, actually, it was quite far wide as it turned out. 100% true.
The real bounce. Here we go. Yeah. Love 30. And Rafa gets it back into play. Alcaraz inside out forehand. Rafa gets it back into play down the middle. Rafa cross court. There's no chance you're getting that one. And it's love 40. And just like that, he's putting him back in his place again.
Yeah. So the consolidation doesn't look like it's going to happen. And of course, even if he does miraculously consolidate, he's still a breakdown. So, but it's nice that he managed to break Rafa at least. And so Rafa brings up another 3 break points here, and you'd expect him to take at least one of these opportunities.
Oh, wow. That shot of the match just hits a forehand winner down the line off a first serve. That was red hot. There you go. And I think Rafa at least deserves one button of his own. But thank you, everybody, for joining us for this Battle of the Ages. Unfortunately, it's looking like only one guy is going to be the victor. If you haven't liked the video yet, hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button as well, because it'll keep you notified for any future ones that are coming. Also, I want to say, we were now in a partnership with the tennis app, which is, imagine the word tennis, but take out the vowels. TNNS is the name of the app. Make sure you download that. It's the best tennis live score app on the market, and it has all of our content on there as well. So if you ever want to check out one of our podcasts, draw previews, even live watch-alongs, things like that, jump on there. All of our content's on there as well. So that's the perfect thing to just have in your pocket at all times, I think. So here we are, back to the match, John. 4-1. Any chance for a second game for Alcaraz in this second set?
Well, I mean, he's got the talent. We know that. It's just his temperament we're not sure about. And obviously today it seems to have come up a bit short. He broke in the last, Rafa game. So, yeah, I don't see it happening again. But who knows? But that was an excellent return there from Rafa on the first serve of Alcaraz, don't forget, hitting it down the line. And I think if Nadal is to win this tournament, maybe even the return of serve is something he's going to have to execute quite well. But it's the serve that we all know that he needs to be on the sort of top of his game. Although it wasn't on the top of his game in the last tournament, he still won it. So who knows?
Exactly. 12 Travel 21 wants to know, where's Rafa G? Is he doing a contemporaneous stream for Gail Falkenberg's match. Yeah, is she on again, is she? 2 matches in a matter of days. Not sure if that's
she's on the
happen.
practice court, I think. She's on the
maybe.
practice.
Maybe that's where all the fans left earlier to go and watch her. Poprin apparently consolidates the break as well. Here we go. Rafa going forehand for forehand. Now backhand to Alcaraz's forehand. He goes down the line. Alcaraz backhand cross court. Rafa down the line. Alcaraz forehand into the center of the court. Now they're going Rafa big forehand. The Rafa backhand staying fairly central this one. Who's going to go for it first? Rafa injects the pace. He does it one more time. You ain't getting that one, son. So,
yeah, Rafa's sister there certainly supporting him. I noticed that Rafa's wife hasn't been turning up recently for the tournament, so I don't know.
Hasn't been playing very
but
well.
The rest of his family
doesn't want to go and watch him double faulting.
Yes, but that was an excellent point there from Rafa. Maybe nice winner.
Maybe she prefers to watch him on the TV.
Or maybe she prefers to watch him on the watch-along.
Maybe she's in here.
Rafa, if Rafa's wife, Mrs. Nadal, if you are watching, give us your thoughts. You can express them in Spanish or in English. As you know that we are almost bilingual YouTube channel, so let us know what you think.
Yeah, and as far as I know, maybe she is pregnant. Maybe. Does that excuse you going to the match? Yeah,
well, who knows? The rumor's starting already.
A rumor mill. Right, 30 love, Rafa Nadal. And Igor saying she was in Barcelona. Maybe she just doesn't like Madrid. Maybe she's a Barca fan.
Yeah, maybe. Uncle Nadal, another uncle, not Tony, plays for
Luke
Barcelona.
saying Alcaraz should just bow to the King of Clay.
Well, he almost did there with the backhand that went along there.
40 love. Here we go. Rafa going for game to love once more.
Unforced errors today from Alcaraz. 25.
In a pop room when this match ends in 10 minutes, mate. I wish I could. I got to go back to work again after this. So unfortunately, it was just supposed to be a little one just for this one, and then we'll be probably bringing you some more later in this week. We'll try and pick some selections, some good matches. Hopefully, there's some good evening ones. That'd be nice. We go serving into the net.
Yeah,
Rafa,
I think the
double
two
fault.
semis will be
Double fault from Rafa.
Yeah, the two semis, of course, the men. Yeah, double fault Rafa could be a new nickname for him.
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, the two semis on Saturday. Oh, hello, camera shot. Yeah, the two semis on Saturday will be one in the afternoon, I think one at night, or certainly late evening. So that could be an interesting one. I recall, I think Nadal playing Tsitsipas in the evening a couple of years ago when Tsitsipas beat him.
Oh, maybe he just likes it in the daytime. Or down the line, winner from Rafa. And there you go. One game away for Rafael Nadal right now. It's been a little bit of a walk in the park, you could say. And he will be facing the winner of Yannick Sinner, Alexei Popyrin, who are locked in a tough match in the other match there. They're just going into tiebreak. And Alcaraz serving to stay in the match.
That'll be interesting.
Oh, he's missed his first serve there. Is he going out with the double breadsticks for your birthday?
Could be.
Served.
Could be.
Oh, Rafa fires it wide. Is he going to give him a 2? Is he going to give him 2? Give him the 1-2. What did I say before this? I think when I started, I was just saying, or is it just going to be a 6-1, 6-2? Could be. And that was just off the cuff.
I have to say, I thought Rafa would win in straight sets, but I thought he would drop quite a few games, but it looks like not the case. Although he looked very disappointed there, as they're in the middle of a rally now on the backhand of Rafa, backhand of Alcaraz. They're going backhand to backhand at the moment. Rafa sticking to the backhand, although he's now on the forehand backhand of Alcaraz again. And
wow.
Nice one.
Great
Alcaraz.
recovery.
Nice. I think hit the line there from Alcaraz. That's why I sort of paused for a second.
Yeah, great recovery there from Alcaraz. Did so well. And thanks there to Shane. You're moving up to the top of the top tippers. You're overtaking Thomas Rock. Well, just want to say, if you want a chance, look, there's another 3 spots available on there. We've refreshed it as we've started May. If you want a chance to get yourself on top of the top tippers, all you got to do is send in a super chat, or you can help donate to the channel. Use a link in the description, and you can donate to us via PayPal as well, which is always, any donations very much well, kindly accepted. 1 hour 8 minutes on the clock there, I see. Oh,
well, at least he's pushed it beyond the hour. And I see Rafa there convinced
Yeah.
out, and he's right. Yes,
100%
true.
He's been there too many times. He knows what it's like. He's got that eagle eye.
So for those of you wondering, why I say 100% true as he gets that first serve in, so I'll go back to the point here, and I'll talk about that in a second. On the backhand now, forehand of Rafa. Forehand goes wide from Alcaraz. Error there. Rafa 2 points from victory. Yeah, so the reason why I'm saying 100% true is when they come up with the slow-mo or the replay of the point, and they get really focused on the line there, they come up with 100% true. I'm just wondering what 78% true looks like.
It's very true, mate. What does that? 83%, 84%? And do they still allow it if it is that?
True. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, oh,
it's match point. Just
match
like that,
point,
mate.
Rafa.
Match point is upon us.
Alcaraz went big there, unwielding that forehand, but he went too big as it turned out and hit the ball wide, and Nadal brings up match point.
It's all quiet. Big serve. Rafa returns. Goes, it's long from Rafa. Match point goes by the wayside now. Interesting.
Yeah, I think Rafa's just a bit too relaxed, I think, in a way. I mean, it's very difficult for him to get tensed up, if you like, and really focused, because, I mean, he's basically got the match won one way or another. This would be the comeback of all comebacks if Alcaraz comes back from here. But anyway, brings up juice.
I can't see it, but they're going backhand, forehand from Alcaraz, backhand down the middle, backhand from Alcaraz. Rafa's dug it back in, a forehand winner. What a great shot from Alcaraz. Great point construction.
Excellent point construction there. I mean, forcing Rafa out wide with an excellent shot there, and then ultimately finishing the point. Excellent backhand there. I mean, basically that was the one that won in the point, but he still has to put it away with the volley, and he did. Excellent point there from Alcaraz.
Yeah, fantastic. Great to see the still fight in the young dog yet.
Gets the first serve down the middle. On the forehand now of Alcaraz. Yeah. Backhand Rafa.
Into the net, and he's held. We're in. He's got 2 games now. 3 in total. Yes, he's on the board again. He's got not 2 bagels. He's got a swan. He's got 1 bagel.
And he saved match point as well there.
He's got a bagel to feed to the swan, if anything, which is fantastic to see. If any better birthday for him, feeding the swans. That's what he's going to be doing tonight. But maybe he will have a little bottle of champagne. 3 games off Rafael Nadal. Don't think that's too bad.
That's not too bad, but I thought he would do more. I thought he'd do more personally. I thought this was going to be closer than it turned out.
Well, maybe history is not to be made today, but we never know. Imagine if you got this set back to 5-5, what would you be saying then?
I'd be very, very surprised. And I would still expect Rafa to win one way or another. What I sort of touched upon earlier is we never really saw Rafa go through this formative stage. He was just sort of nowhere, and then he was there. I don't really recall Rafa having sort of 3 or 4 years of learning and learning from the best and occasionally getting humiliated. One day he wasn't there, and then the next minute he's 16 years old and he's beaten Carlos Moya in Hamburg, and then a couple of years later he's winning the French Open. So there wasn't really we've seen Sinner for 2 or 3 years, if you like. We've seen Alcaraz, perhaps. I mean, those of you watching him on the junior tours will have been watching him longer, but Alcaraz is now 18. By the time Rafa was 18, he was almost on the verge of winning the French Open. So yeah, I think sometimes maybe we're sort of comparing Alcaraz to Rafa in that way, and of course it's a little bit harsh when you compare him to one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time. I think
you've got to remember these big players. Everybody seems to think that there's going to be another one of these big players just come in the next generation. They might not come for another like 2, 3, 4 generations. These players are that good. We're just lucky that 3 came along at the same time. I mean, I might even say Murray enters into the equation as well, to be there and in the mix with those 3, to be the big 4 at one period of time. It was amazing. But
yeah, for 4 or 5 years he was there, but he obviously couldn't quite have the longevity, partly through injury, of course, as the others. Exactly. Brings up 15 off.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, he had so many finals though, so you can't really talk about that era without mentioning his name. So Nadal, 3 points away.
Absolutely. I've actually got a Murray t-shirt. I've got a Murray t-shirt behind me. I don't know if anyone's eagle-eyed.
Oh, winner from Alcaraz. Yeah, we're not going to get many more chances to press it, so we're going to keep pressing it. Should have put a little birthday cake on that graphic, shouldn't I? Thinking that now. But never mind.
Yeah, you have to wait another year. You have to wait another year for that one.
Yeah. Poprin has taken the first set against Yannick Sinner, as 12 Travel 21 has just said. Wow. Big serving. The drop shot here. Alcaraz is in. He gets there, but Rafa, quick. He's got it back there. Oh, what great adjustment from Alcaraz to get that back into play. But Nadal, so good. What a shot that was from Alcaraz. I don't know how he got that one back in. It was like a hook shot behind him, wasn't it? Let's see that again.
And when we talk about...
Look at this.
We talk about Medvedev being an octopus, but what the hell?
Look at this.
Yeah, I know.
I think it double bounced. Sneaky.
Yeah.
I think so. I think it was so close that I'm not sure I noticed it, or many people noticed it first time. One of those ones that just bounced, but Rafa was there to tide it up anyway. Second serve though. There we go. Alcaraz
from victory, Rafa.
Yeah. Here we go. Rafa bouncing that ball. Goes out to the backhand side. Good return. Rafa. It was in. He's taking a look at it. For me, it looked close. I think he knows it was in. I know. It looked very close to the line. Where's the real bounce? Is Rafa going to challenge it for him? Just to... I reckon Rafa should have just done that out of charity. Just challenge his own shot, even though it was in. So here we go.
Yeah, just give it to him. 30 all.
Yeah, it's your birthday.
40-15. Yeah.
Oh, fault. We go. He's got a second serve to look at here.
Give him a double fault. Go on.
No, come on. We want to see a good rallies. It's a good serve. Good return. Rafa forehand into Alcaraz backhand. And Rafa wild. And it's 40-30.
Yeah.
Is there a chance here? Second match. Is this the second or third match point now? Wasn't there one in the last game? Or am I
he had one in the previous. No, he had one in the previous game that Alcaraz managed to save off the Alcaraz serve.
There you go. So
this is now his third match point.
This is his third match point. I just want to say thank you all for joining us for this bit of a strange watch along in the end, but still exciting nonetheless. If you haven't liked the video, like it right now. And if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Rafa serving into the net. Another second serve to have a look at for the young Spaniard. Here we go. Rafa, bouncy, bouncy, bouncy with the ball. Come on, how many times? Down the middle. Oh, it's a poor return from Alcaraz. It's been forced around the baseline. He's got it back in play. Rafa firing it into there. It looks like it's going. It's landed in. Rafa smashes it away. And he is the winner. Rafael Nadal beats Carlos Alcaraz. And there, as he salutes the crowd, the crowd cheer. They erupt, and you can't help but feel a little bit sorry for Carlos Alcaraz here today. I know it was sort of a given that Rafa probably was going to win here today, but you just hoped, everybody sort of hoped for a more epic style match. It was a little bit of a walk in the park. We had some moments of greatness from Alcaraz before the injury, and he seemed like the injury wasn't bothering him too much towards the end either. So the beginning and end were quite good. The middle was forgettable for him. Oh, what's that?
I thought it would be more competitive.
Oh, it's a birthday cake. They've got a birthday cake.
Oh my goodness! Look at the size of that. That's nearly as big as the trophy, if not bigger.
He's got his own trophy.
That's massive.
That's classic. Is he going to get a picture with Rafa, do you think, afterwards?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's almost a little. It's a great touch.
Oh, they're playing Happy Birthday after the match as well. That's so nice. That is very, very nice touch. I really like that. That is class. I'm just going to show people what was going on in that one, because I just did a little quick screenshot of it just because I thought it was very, very touching. That you can have a quick look at what was going on at the end there. They brought it out onto the court there, as you can see there. Quite a large cake there. And then nice. Everybody,
I think he should give Rafa 90% of that cake, really, given the way the match went.
Well, yeah, exactly right, mate. I think Rafa. I thought Rafa was going to come out and stand with him, maybe have a little bit of it, little slice, get a little party bag.
Yeah, little slice there, nice little tennis pun. Rafa known for his slice. Yeah, I think Carlos was probably worried that Rafa would come along and steal it.
Well, quite possibly, mate. Well, there you go, mate. The game is over. Rafael Nadal is the victor. He will go through to the next round, and he will be playing the winner of Sinner versus Popyrin. Popyrin has 2 break points already in the beginning of the second set against Jannik Sinner. Popyrin leads by 1-0 against Jannik Sinner. Are we going to see Alexei Popyrin versus Rafael Nadal next? I think it's possible.
That would be a small shock. I think it would be a small surprise to me. I thought Sinner would win that one comfortably.
Yeah, well, it's not over yet, but Popyrin is a big serving Australian. He's still very young himself, don't forget. Everybody talks about all of the other players. He's only 21. So he's got the whole world ahead of him, as does Carlos Alcaraz. Valiant effort today, battling injury and coming back. But Rafael Nadal, mate, too strong. Looks like it's his tournament to lose, really, yet again. And I don't think he's going to get tested until we get to like the quarters or the semis, maybe.
Something that I noticed today, I didn't notice, I should say. I didn't see a shot clock today, did you? I was looking for it in the background on a few occasions. I was going to mention it, but various things. I didn't see a shot clock today. So in Barcelona, it was disrupted and occasionally a little slow. And here, I don't even see one. I'm sure there must be one somewhere, but it's out of the shot of the camera. So eagle-eyed audience members like us can't pick up on it. But I'm sure Rafa would love to pick that camera, that stop clock up and throw it in the bin, given the way he likes to play.
Oh, exactly. I bet it's just the umpire that has it. And I bet when Rafa's serving in Spain, that he's just watches it, and if it goes to 0, he gives him like an extra couple of seconds. Come on, just get it over. Don't want to ruffle any feathers in the crowd. Want everything to go smoothly. Plus ticket sales probably if Rafa's still in. You don't want to be kicking him out due to deducting points here and there, do you? You don't want to be annoying him either. He might not even want to enter Madrid if you keep on disrespecting him like that. So
that and the blue clay. Do you remember the blue clay? He didn't like that either. No,
you can't be doing that. This is Rafa. Rafa's a traditionalist. Traditionalist. Yeah. So, and it's in Spain. It's on the clay. He's the king of clay, mate. I think we're gonna have to wrap it up. I've got to get back to work. Bits and pieces to do, but appreciate you joining, and we'll do it again. I'm sure before the tournament's out. Yeah.
Take care, everyone.
Yeah. Cheers, everybody. Like the video if you haven't already, and subscribe if you are new. See you soon.